Hello, this is Ben with Central Virginia Communications, and this is the first MXIE user training video. In this video, we're going to cover logging into MXIE. We're going to cover the screen personalization, and we're going to cover the proper way to bind a phone to MXIE so you can control calls with the MXIE client. First thing you want to do is log into MXIE. You'll find that there is an icon on your desktop here with the MXIE client. Double-click that. It'll open up a login screen. What you'll do is you'll log in here. You can have multiple logins for different people, or if you personally have different logins. I'm going to go ahead and pick my name here, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my password. And I'm going to check remember password here. That way I won't have to put it in every time. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick the IP address of our system. Now, just a quick note on IP addresses here. You'll see all different numbers. If you're locally connected, typically you're going to use a 10. It's going to start with 10 or 192 or something like that if you're in the building. And usually, if you're remotely, you're going to use what's called a remote IP address, which is usually these larger numbers here, something like 104, 206, or something bigger like that. Typically tends to be a remote IP address. So that's just a quick note on that. I'm going to go ahead and connect locally. And here you can see different groups I'm a part of. Some of them automatically entered into, some not. I'm going to uncheck the box for this one. This will notify me if a door call from the call box comes in. I'm going to uncheck that so I don't get notification on that. And it's going to go ahead and log me in. Drag this over here. All right, now this is the basic layout for MXIE. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close everything out and make it as basic as possible to start from the beginning. Cancel this bind and just get it down to the bare bones here. Show you what it looks like initially. All right, so this is a basic screen of MXIE. You can see here these three boxes. You can see my name up here, another group, and another group. These are called call control windows. These windows handle if a call comes into me personally to my extension, it will be handled here. Or if I make a call outbound. Same as this, if this is highlighted, if I call from here, it's going to call the user, or whoever receives the call is going to see that I'm in the all phones group, and vice versa. Whichever one is highlighted is actually where I'm calling from and how I'm calling or receiving the call and how I'm handling the call. Now, one of the neat things about MXIE is you can actually customize this entire interface here. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of things. You can see you've got this toolbar up top here. Now you can actually add things to this toolbar. If you're at the toolbar, you right-click. You can add and take away different things. You can add the call toolbar, it adds these things. You can add the conference toolbar right here. You can take it away if you want to. Go ahead and add it in there. You can see here this is the conference toolbar buttons. You have other items here. Another thing you can do is you can actually click these. It's going to actually open the window here. And that's for voicemail. These boxes are customizable. You can actually take them and move them. I can move them up here. I'll highlight. I can move them down to the bottom. I can move them to the side. Personally, I like them on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And just to show you here, you can actually, adjust the sizes of these windows. I move them like this, just like any other Windows application. Another thing you can do is you can actually take the windows here. You click that, and it'll pop up down here. You can actually take them and put them right over top and make these tabs here. And I really like these tabs. I think it's easier to work with. You get more, the most space, the most real estate out of your screen. If you don't like the order of these tabs, you can take them, just drag them over and move them around. So as you can see, you can really do a lot with it. You can make things, adjust things how you want them, kind of find your space there. Next thing you want to do is if you're going to be making calls, you're going to have to bind to a phone. So if you will notice here, I'm going to go ahead and try to make a call. I'm going to highlight the screen I want to call from. You use the number pad on my keyboard here. And once I start to dial, it says, I must be bound. So what I'll do is I can either click this, or I can go over here. This will always be here. Click bind to, and then choose. Do I want to bind to internal cell phone? If I call from the device, something I was recently bound to. The best way to do it here is if you're using a desk phone, you go call from the device, click next, and it's going to tell you what to do here. You dial star 27004, and that'll take care of it from there. I'm going to cancel that. I'm actually going to bind to an internal soft phone. This is going to be the phone on my computer. If you're using a headset, like a wireless headset or something that's plugged into your computer, you're going to use this. and it'll connect to that headset. So I'll go ahead and do that. That's what I'm using. And you can see now my soft phone screen is up here, and I can dial from that. Use this for DTMF or auto attendance or anything like that. And again, another trick with dialing, real quick, is if you highlight the screen, you have to highlight these screens first, whichever one you use, then start to actually dial on your number pad on your keyboard. You can do it from there. You don't have to go and click each one of these. And then you just click call or click enter. All right, and one last thing, the proper way to exit this MXIE client is not to X out. If you X out, it'll actually, you'll notice I double click here, it's going to come right back. But what I need to do is click File, then Exit. All right, that completes training video 1. Thank you very much.